Hey everyone, it's Mrs. Summer here to talk about lesson 503, Charles' Law. In this lesson, students will be able to explain conceptually the relationship between temperature and volume. Describe mathematically what happens to the temperature or volume when the other is changed. Charles' Law formula. The initial volume divided by the initial temperature is equal to the final volume divided by the final temperature. So V initial volume. T initial is initial temperature in Kelvin. V final is final temperature, V final is final volume. T final is final temperature in Kelvin. So when the temperature of the balloon is hot, the volume increases. When the temperature of the volume is cool, the volume decreases. This is something that you can try and see at home if you have balloons. So I would take a balloon and blow it up a little bit and boil some water and put your balloon in the boiling water and see what happens. Then take the same balloon and put it in the freezer and see what happens. If you recall, to convert from degrees Celsius to Kelvin is you add 273 to the degrees Celsius. So example, the temperature inside is 25 degrees Celsius. What is the temperature in Kelvin? And so 25 plus 73 is 298 K. And remember, you don't have a degree sign in your Kelvin answer. Here's an example. Use Charles' Law to solve for the missing variable. A balloon is filled with 80 liters of air at constant pressure. The initial temperature is 300 K. What is the final temperature if the volume decreases to 40 liters? So this is your BCA or ICE table, whatever you like to call it, or ICF table. So my initial volume was 80. My initial temperature was 300. I decreased my volume to 40. So how much did I decrease my volume? I decreased my volume by dividing by 2. So I must have also divided my temperature by 2. So the volume was divided by 2, so the temperature must also be divided by 2. The final temperature would be 150 K. Here's a U-try problem. Use Charles' Law to solve for the missing variable. A gas occupies 25 liters when the thermometer reads 200 K. How many liters will it occupy when the thermometer reads 600 K? So in order to solve this, we make our table and we write our initial amounts that we were given. So our volume was 25 liters and our temperature was 200. And so what happens when we changed it? So we increased our temperature, so we must have also increased our volume. So how much did we increase our temperature by? We must have multiplied by 3, because 200 times 3 is 600, which means I also must have multiplied by 3. So 25 times 3 is 75 liters. So the temperature was multiplied by 3, so the volume must have increased by 3. The final volume would be 75 liters.